Hey, it's Aaron, the Metal Theologian. Just making sure this thing isn't fucked up. Kind of checking here. Yeah, what the hell? So, yeah, I don't see the fucking, like, microphone thing making noise, but whatever. Looks like it's okay. Okay, if someone tunes in and, like, it's fucked up, then I guess we'll know. I'll just fucking delete it or something. But, yeah, so my camera's kind of beefed, so, just sort of figuring this out as I go here. So I got some records. Gonna just show this shit. If someone tunes in, that's great. Otherwise, just fucking do this like a normal video because I don't have much of an alternative. And you know, a normal video, that means I gotta bust out a drink here. And this is actually a really special one. I saw this the other day at Aldi, of all places, and it really kind of blew my fucking mind. So this is it's their store brand. Hey, right on, man. Michael, thanks, and thanks for the feedback because I really wasn't sure. This thing's all weird, so. Which doesn't really mean the thing's weird. It just means that I'm fucking ignorant, but I'm lazy too, so I'll probably never figure it out. Anyway, this is a grapefruit and hops cream soda. It's weird. I'm sitting on the floor because I'm trying to like prevent this thing from showing through. Hey, Mick, thanks for joining, man. Right on. Awesome. So anyway, grapefruit and hops cream soda. I was like, man, I have got to try that. And I actually cheated. I had one last night, and it's fucking awesome. So, we can do this again. The one I had last night wasn't really cold yet because I couldn't fucking wait. So this is a little bit fresh, but yeah, this is from Aldi, man. That's funny, Joel, man. Welcome. And if you just split, that's fine. So when you fucking sip this, all right, first, like, you taste the cream soda, but then, like, the citrus from the grapefruit kind of, like, spreads gently over your palate. And it just works, man. The fucking hops is like just enough sort of like an undertone that it sort of brings the whole thing to the next level. It's like putting salt on your meat is what the hops is like in this, you know? It's not like it jumps out. It's not like that's what you're going for, but just adds it. Just takes it to the next level. It's so good, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. A couple of these other like Aldi store brand ones were good, but this grapefruit and hops cream soda is really special. And it's a combination I've never heard of anywhere else either. So, all right. So right now we are listening to Aftermath, Straight from Hell. Look at that. You know it's good from that cover, right? And they're from Tucson. Thanks, Joel, man. I appreciate it. You know, it's funny. It's totally organic. You know, like I saw that on Grown Man Record Night and thought it was funny. So I started doing it, and I don't know, just developed a vocabulary for it, I guess. You know, but first couple of times I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. But then I was sort of like, you know something? I guess I do know about this. The funny thing is, I don't drink sodas very often if I'm not making a video because I'd get fucking fat, you know. But yeah. So anyway, this is just like a cool like metal record, Private Press from '85. It's kind of heavy for '85, not the heaviest thing on the planet for '85, but like the heavier shit that was starting to like become better known and that sort of thing. That was making its that was making its way to the underground here and showing itself in Aftermath. So. I kind of have a few obscure ones here. So, Jared, man, hey, awesome, welcome. Hey, did you see the fucking Aftermath cover? Check that shit out, dude. I fucking love that. Fucking guy looks so ridiculous. It's yeah, the cover designed by Bonnie Roberts too. So I'm like looking for who else in the band might be named Roberts. You know, like the little giveaway that was someone's sister or something. But there's no one here. But like this guy's name is Shaka, and that guy's name is Nut. So I'm kind of suspecting some, less than completely straight up names. Listen, I'm going to fire this one up though, because I love this record. I think I've raved about it before. And I was thinking I needed to hear it again. Richard, man, welcome. It's good to see you. So let me fire this up real quick. It's weird. I'm sitting on the floor because the fucking thing is all beat. Whatever. Oh, I better bring this or I'll be bummed. Yeah, so Street Child is just fantastic, man. You know, I read a review, I think it was a pop-off review, in fact, where he said the guy had kind of a southern rock tone in his singing, and he really kind of does, and it's a little bit late, and there's like, it's like 89, and it has a drum machine, but the songs are just so good, man. So, this is Street Child. This thing got reissued not too long ago. We're going to fire this one up right now. Yeah, it's weird. I'm not as close to the record player when I do this over the coffee table, but what the hell? It is what it is. Yes, there we go. How about that cover, man? So classic, right? And the back's all private looking. Yeah. And it was basically Jesse Odom's band. This guy right there. Yeah, and I actually had some interaction. He was a wonderful guy. But anyway, yeah. This is it. We're going to turn you all on. Yeah, let me know if the music like is too loud or too quiet or anything in the background. So this is a German one that I don't know. I never heard of it until kind of recently, but it's funny because like look at it's all private looking and shit. But it's cheap. Like this record was like $10. I mean, it's like less than you spend for a Metallica record. You know, you just have to pay shipping from Germany. But otherwise, man. So it's only 2 songs, and it kind of reminds me of Valhalla, the band from Pennsylvania. I want to say they're from Pittsburgh or something. Hang on. Where is that fucking thing? Yeah, these guys, because they kind of have a little bit of a glammy color. Not actually sound or writing, right? Just the color. Like a lot heavier on the synth than you normally expect on a metal thing, but some kind of epic metal moves anyway, you know. Hey, Eric, man, welcome, right on. I don't know if you dig this, man. It might be too wussy for you. But Jared might appreciate it. It's epic, man, you know. So, actually, you know, so when I first heard this record, I thought it was total shit. And all I heard was a synth. I was like, this just sounds like fucking bullshit. And I don't know. It was funny. I like exchanged a couple of emails. It was right around this time when there was someone in Greece that I was making some kind of deal with, and he was saying like he loved this. This was one of his favorite things ever. And I just kept going back to it. I was like, well, what the fuck, man? What am I missing? And it just clicked one day. I was like, well, shit, man. It's really this thing is really kind of corny as fuck. In fact, this is really probably cornier than this. But I don't know. Even though this record is probably harder to come by, it's kind of a touchstone for this one, I suppose. Anyway, oh yeah, man. You know what's awesome about this cover too of the Valhalla is like it's all epic and shit, but like it's all kind of poorly drawn too. You know, like if you look at that, I mean, look at those fucking angels and demons fighting. It's like you look a little closer, like the musculature isn't quite right. Look how fucking buff these angels are, though, but the demons too, man. Hey, Sir Meatwad, welcome. Right on. So anyway, this is a cool record and it's cheap. So this is kind of like my little tip of the day. It's not the greatest thing ever, okay? But it's 10, 12 bucks well spent, you know? Right on. Dude, this is so funny, man. Yeah, someone just commented, Fraser Dawson Christian metal. I don't think either of these is, actually. Because this one has that, like, sort of theme, you know? But it's not like there's a clear winner here, you know? It's kind of neutral looking, you know? Like that demon, he looks kind of fucked, right? But that angel, he's looking pretty bummed out too, you know? So it's looking like it's a draw, you know? So, hey, Thumbfinger, welcome right on, man. It's good to see you. You know, it's pretty much all just obscure records today. Hope you all don't mind. So, this is a really cool one too, though. It has some epic sounds. Um, yeah, some prog overtones. Kind of a weird sounding singer on this one. Maybe I'll put this one on next, in fact. But yeah, Sacred Blade. It's a band that seems to get overlooked a lot. They're on Black Dragon, which was a French label with all sorts of like great shit. It has a gatefold cover, which is really kind of useless, but you don't see it on metal very often, you know. But it's like that isn't really all that great, you know, given how infrequent this was for metal. You know, I do like my Jesus metal, Eric. I mean, to say I love it, this might be a little bit strong because a lot of it's definitely shitty. But you know something, man, I gotta admit it. There's less and less that's sounding shitty to me than used to, you know. So this one looks like hard rock. This one's pretty much unabashedly metal, though. This is pretty good. It's yeah, man, I wouldn't call this hard rock. This is definitely a metal record. God, that fucking soda is so good. Anyway, Sacred Blade. Oh yeah, I forgot to say the title. It's Of the Sun and Moon. So I think they were American. I could be wrong. I really don't know very much about these guys. Just that I like the record, and it's kind of hard to describe. Actually, the address is in Canada, so there you go. Yeah, okay, Striper you can't put on me, man. Fucking. I mean, I can. I was gonna say I can stomach Striper. That's putting it a little strongly, actually. But you know, I always forget about how good that last record was. You know, I kind of want to check out some of the more recent ones because I really did like that goddamn evil one. Jared, I do have early ZZ Top records. If you want to see some, but I don't think I have anything really rare. I have, I don't know. I mean, I have like maybe the first like 4 or 5, something like that, and then I have a, what's that one that Taking Texas to the People one? The that compilation worldwide Texas tour or something like that. I'll bust it out if you really want to see it, but it's not really that, you know, special. This is really special. This coroner, and this is pretty much all Farley. Like I really kind of looked askance at this like later coroner stuff, but I sort of went because Farley's been freaking out about these guys, right? I kind of reached out and went, hey, you know, is this good? I mean, because I mean, look at it, right? You know, fucking. Not only is this good, but I've actually been kind of amazed by how much this record sounds like what Celtic Frost was going to be doing 10 years later. I love that guitar tone on this record. Has a sort of like like hollow. That was kind of fun, unfortunate hand gesture, but it has like that sort of like that round sound to it. You know, it's fucking great. So anyway, though, I think this sounds a hell of a lot like Monotheist, man. It's a good fucking record, and it kind of has some like sound effects, like some like world music kind of moves. Not really things, but like you know they'll add like one of those like what's that African instrument that like you spin and shit. You know. I didn't know that about Tom G. Warrior and Coroner. I can't really say I'm shocked because you can kind of hear some of the cross pollination there, but I didn't know that they had actually done anything together, so or they knew each other or anything even. So awesome, thanks. This might be my favorite Coroner record. It's if it's not my favorite, it's the one that I found most sort of compelling and interesting. You know, I really like the first couple Coroners. I like the second one. Actually, I've got a copy of the reissue of Mental Vortex, which I haven't even cracked open yet. So that one I can't even speak to yet. But I'm assuming it's probably going to be good. But that one, man, I played it over and over, going, God, this sounds like Monotheist. All right. So what else we got here? Fucking Madhouse, First Damage. Yeah, this is an LP press of a German demo from like, hey, High Rand District, Tom, man, it's good to see you. Yeah, this is a demo from like '88 that some dickhead pressed on record, and oh Okay, actually, here's a little story about this. Excuse me. So, okay, so I put this out like back 2000-ish because I love the record so much. 2002, I guess. And I probably literally had the only copy of the tape in the country, and I just wanted to preserve it for posterity. And I'm glad I did, you know. Sweet's okay. I'm kind of lukewarm on them. When I'm in the right mood, I can hang with Sweet, but they're really a little bit saccharine for my taste. Like, like Piece of the Action is probably the era that I like best. Little Willie is like a little bit too much, so I guess I like the later stuff more, but a little lukewarm on Sweet. But they're not bad, you know. Fox on the Run's good. You're right about that. Anyway, so oh yeah, so after I got this thing pressed up, right? I had like gotten in touch with a couple of the band guys, kind of not after till I pulled the trigger, but whatever, it's the way it goes. And through sort of a circuitous route too. But anyway, I ended up getting in touch with these two guys who like work together at some architecture company now, and they were going to be going to this guy's wedding, and he had no idea that this was on record now, right? And like probably hadn't thought about it since like '88 or something like that, right? So anyway, I guess they like brought him a copy as like a wedding present, like, hey, surprise, we're big in LA, which is kind of funny, you know. But oh yeah, totally. The fucking Iron Maiden pants. I mean, that's not really an accident. These guys are all fucking Maiden fans. You know, are you kidding me? So I used to have one of those shirts actually too a long time ago. All right. So yeah, let me flip the Street Child real quick. It's fucking EP, right? Actually, maybe I should put on the Madhouse. Hey, man. I don't know. You want to hear the rest of the Street Child, or should I put on Madhouse? I'm glad you've been digging it, Jared. That's awesome. Glad you have a copy. Oh, I sent you one though, didn't I? Shit. Like, God, how'd you get a copy? Oh, wait a minute. All right, if you ever start a band, don't call it Vice, because there are kind of too many bands called this. But this is a really good record. Look at these guys. Who's the best one? I think this guy's my favorite, which isn't really fair because he has the mustache. But this other guy has the best shirt. Oh, fucking another Slayer tour? No shit. Hey, Eli, man, welcome. Thanks for coming. Um, that's nuts. Although, you know, some I can't really say I'm surprised. After all the hype around like this latest Slayer tour, it's hard for me to imagine that they wouldn't have gotten sufficiently wrapped up into it. They were going, maybe we can do one more, you know, because it's got to be hard to walk away from that kind of love, you know. Anyway, this it's a little bit sleazy, but mostly it's like straight up metal. You know what I mean? If this like, God, I don't know what to compare this to, man. I'm not doing very well today when it comes to the analogies here and shit like that. But yeah. Anyway, it's just a fucking good metal record, man. Fucking 4 songs. You know, Two Wheel Thunder, like Feel the Fire, like classic themes. You know, I just fucking it's 4 songs. It's really good. Maybe they had enough for an unreleased LP, and maybe they didn't. But this is what we have, and fucking I'm grateful for it because it's a fun record. Fucking Vice, man. They're from Orange County. Actually, look at this insert. This insert is like one of the cheapest ones I've ever seen. Look at that. It's like a Xerox, right? With their fucking address. Up to date concert information, call 714, blah, blah, blah. It's probably like their mom's phone or something. This is back in the days before people didn't all have their own cell phones. If you're watching this, you're only like 20 years old or some shit like that. So Fraser's asking who I think should quit next. That's kind of an interesting question. I don't know. It's funny because I haven't thought in that direction. It'd be easy to kind of throw one out there, like one of the obvious ones. James, man, good to see you. Thanks for coming on. Awesome. I don't know. Let me think it over for a minute. Oh, Kiss, yeah, easy. They're not, some of Kiss isn't even on my radar though, man. Fuck Kiss. I'm just over there, fucking. If Gene Simmons weren't such a dickhead, it might be a little easier for me to deal with. But man, it's just so obviously like a business. Hey man, thanks for joining. I love the first couple Kiss records. I really do. I haven't played them in a long time, but see, like Bon Jovi. Okay, like Bon Jovi. Okay, if Bon Jovi and Gene Simmons both came to my door, I would be letting Bon Jovi in, and Gene Simmons could stay the fuck outside. Even though Gene Simmons has made more records that I like, which isn't saying very much, right? But he just seems like, I don't really wish him any ill, you know what I mean? But fucking Kiss, if they die, I'm not exactly gonna be crying about it. Yeah, I don't know, man. So maybe I'm a dick for saying these sorts of things, but how many times have you seen Primus live, man? I want to know that. This Thumbfinger, man, he's like our resident, like, Primus head. I've known some Primus fans before, but I don't know if I've ever known anyone as fanatical as this cat. Well, just chime in when you're ready, because I really want to know how many times you've seen him. There you go, over 20. I hope y'all saw that, okay? Over 20. Yeah, Larry Lalonde was in Possessed. This record, I had snoozed on, okay? This is, you can't even see it on the fucking thing because the logo is so faint. But this is Hellwell, which is, it's another one of Mark Shelton's projects. It's a relatively new one, and it's a lot more sort of keyboard driven, you know what I mean? Marty Worm told me I needed to check this out because he really dug it. And I was a little skeptical, some of these side projects aren't that great. I should have known better, but whatever, I didn't. So anyway, this Hellwell guy is definitely kind of the focus from an instrumentation standpoint. But the songs are really good, man. And like the second one is really good, but I've been in love with this record. I've been playing it like every day. It's just fucking great, man. It's like I want to pull out a Deep Purple comparison because stylistically, I think this Hellwell guy owes a lot to John Lord, but it's not like they just took like a dated organ sound and grafted it onto like a newer metal sound, It just works, man. The parts all fit together. It just fucking sounds good. So, yeah, Hellwell, man, very highly recommend it. Now, if you don't have any Manila Road, get the Manila Road records first, okay? But if you have all those and you want some more, fucking don't snooze on those guys. Or don't snooze on Riddlemaster. That's good, too. Yeah, Hellwell's totally underrated. All right, you ready? This might actually be the best one. So I'm going to save it for last. I'm going to geek out over it once I pull it out. All right, Ripper. I played this one. This is the reissue that came out on Black Widow. When did it come out? I don't know, man. You know something? Maybe I don't want to know because I got it when it came out. And it might just remind me about how fucking old I am. But yeah, it's a weird record, man. It has all these weird sort of interludes and shit like that. But lots of screaming. Yeah, from the bass player, Sadie Payne. And it's just weird, man. The vibe on this record is weird. And the songs are good. They're not incredible. It's kind of a creeper record, or has been for me anyway. But yeah, man, fundamentally, it's just such a weird sounding record that it gets away with a lot, So yeah, Ripper and The Dead Shall Rise. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good review of the Hellwell right there, Christian. Thanks. All right. This is like my find of the month, man. Fucking Drakkar, Let Draka, Dragon Music of Prague, fucking Mystic Metal. I mean, any one of these things would have sold me. Not to mention that cover. But wait. In case that isn't enough. Bam! Look at that shit. All right, we're going to fire this up right now. Because this is so fucking good, man. It just blew my mind. Yeah, Street Child is really good, man. I really like that Street Child record. I've listened to that one a lot over the years, man. I'm still getting my head around this Drakkar one. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know that my Czech is particularly good. Fucking hang on a sec here. Oh, shit. All right, here we go. It's on Globus. All right. I'm trying to think where I heard of this one. Oh, yeah, on the Coliseum. And that guy's fucking site is down, which is a pretty huge bummer because I got some really kind of interesting tips from there, and just overall, I like the vibe of the site and shit. But maybe he'll come back. He's kind of not paid his bill before, and you know. Oh, really? So Drakkar, that's funny. That Aesop guy, that's the guy from the funeral agency, right? Wasn't he like in Ludacra or something like that? Anyway, yeah, let me just share this cover again because it's so good. How weird is this intro? Now, this is, I mean, sometimes when I'm putting on records, like, oh shit, I can't remember what speed this is at. This is playing at the correct speed. There we go. Yeah, I saw Ludacra live once. They're one of the worst bands I've ever seen in my life. No shit. And like, I kind of feel bad for him because it seemed like an off night. Like there was something wrong. Like, but they were terrible, man. Oh my god. Um, you know, I mean, remarkably so. You know, that's awesome. Yeah, I'd be interested in what he has to say. That dude's blog was really good too, and he still had it back then. Yeah, I'd be curious what he was posting about it. But yeah, this record is so good, man. It's that vibe. The vocals are so weird, man. Let's let this run for a minute. You know, I've heard that they were good live too. When I saw them, I mean, they weren't just bad, they were terrible. But like I said, it might have been an off night or something. I mean, if you've talked with other people who saw them like in different places or whatever, and they have a good reputation, okay, fine. I wasn't impressed. I mean, I didn't think very much of them either. But man, they were like off, like they're having like troubles with the equipment, and like, I mean, yeah, it was bad. So it's interesting about Agalock. I believe it though. It's possible, man. Anything's possible. I think they were playing at the show the first time I saw Bonal too, which if I'm not mistaken was also the first time I saw, actually the only time I saw Sabbath from Japan. But that was on their first tour in the US, so I was pretty fucking happy to be there. In fact, I was working a job. It was kind of a shitty company to work for, but it was like consulting thing, and like I was running behind on something, and like the fucking guy was like the guy who was the boss like pressuring me to like fucking stay and get it cranked out. And I was like, you know something? If I fucking this job is gonna be like gone, but like Sabbath, that's like an event, you know what I mean? So bam, here we go to work. I'm going, you know. So I did the right thing because I've had nothing to do with anyone from that company in more than a decade, and they can fuck off anyway. I'm deliberately not naming him because I don't want to sow that kind of shit. But hey, Scott, here's what we're talking about, dude. I digressed into just some bullshit, but this is the important thing we're talking about. Lit Draka by Drakar. And there you go. That's my Czech pronunciation for you. Fucking dragon music of Prague. And check out this back too, man. Look at that guy. So fucking good. Awesome. That's interesting about the former Ludacris members. Yeah, I don't know, man. I never really got their following, but you know, some it's not the only band I never got. You know, Bonall, they blew me away live. Especially that first time, I was like, holy shit, you know, they're so like aggressive, you know, but yeah, I don't know, when it was fucking convincing, you know, I was like, oh my god, I was like a little bit intimidated, you know, and then like afterwards, they're like the nicest guys, you know, it was kind of funny. I like bought a tape from them and shit, but yeah. So anyway, in retrospect, I did the right thing going to see Sabbath, you know. What's these fucking riffs? That's funny. Yeah, you know, I used to listen to a lot of black metal. I just kind of got sick of it, you know. Is this weird? I love this. Yeah, Sabbath Lives. Oh, totally, man. Hey, right on, man. Mr. Bizarro's joining us. Hey, everyone. This guy who just chimed in, he used to have a fucking channel that was pretty damn good. And he got lazy about posting. So everyone, like, lean on him. No, I'm kidding. He just isn't feeling it anymore. It's no fun to do it if you're not feeling it. I understand. So, but his channel is good. And it's missed. How about Scott remembers? So, yeah, I think that Ludacris album is the right one, the one that you're talking about. God, why are we fucking talking about Ludacris, man? This fucking band I don't even like. Um, yeah, see, Scott's got my back on that one. Fucking, yeah, I don't know. What's some black metal that I liked? I don't even know, man. I mean, I like Bonall a lot. You know who's fantastic live, actually, who doesn't get the love I think they deserve, was Urgehal. They were really good, man. They put on a hell of a show. Um, these days, I probably do like the black thrash more. Someone just asked more than over like the straight up black metal, but you know, I don't know. You know, I listen to like the Burzum and the fucking Mayhem and the Dark Throne and all that shit. And fucking, I mean, I dug pretty deep underground with a lot of the shit too. I mean, I still have probably like hundreds of tapes, you know, but I've been kind of letting go of a lot of them. So if you're on the hunt for black metal, go ahead and hit me up privately or something. But yes, Mystifier is great, but that's a different can of worms, you know, or a different ball of wax, or what's the fucking cliche? Because that Brazilian shit, the earlier stuff, that's in a category by itself, you know. I mean, that's the other thing, you know, is like that early black metal stuff, like Mystifier or like Destruction, you know. It's just it's a whole totally different thing. I love that stuff, you know. Even Bathory, you know. Although I'm not the biggest Bathory fan, you know. Yeah, thanks for the tips, or Meatwad. Why not? Yeah, Scott's saying that black metal just bores him. I mean, the fact is, when I liked it, I kind of liked it for the fact that it had no bass and no treble, and it was just like really shitty sounding. And it's great for like just blowing all the bad shit out of your system, you know. But yeah, I just got tired of it, man. I mean, I haven't been interested in black metal really, maybe like 8 years. That's why I finally started letting go of some stuff because it's just sitting here, you know. And if other people are gonna like cherish it, then you know there are a few things I'm gonna keep, man. Like all my Black Legion stuff is staying here. I know I don't have any like the original tapes, but I'm not even really quite convinced that all those exist. But that weirdo shit, I mean, you know, I'm on board with that stuff. But yeah. All right. Well, those are all the records that I had pulled out. So yeah. Oh yeah, Scott totally knows mortification, man. Absolutely. I mean, I'll let him speak to that. But fucking yeah. In fact, I was aware of Mortification, but Scott's kind of the one who showed me how awesome they really are. I'd heard some shit here and there and liked it, but like when they reissued that first one, I was like, yeah, I kind of want to get that just to have because I know it's good. But he was like, no, you need fucking scrolls with the Megilloth or whatever it's called. I should know this, but I don't. And then he was like, and you need Post Momentary Affliction. And he's totally right on every single one. Like, I think I have all their records now, at least all the first 6 maybe. But no, Mortification, man. I don't care about Horde. They're kind of a joke band anyway. So yeah, actually, speaking of Mortification, there's one other thing that I want to throw out there because they don't get the love they deserve either. It's one Row Vision, if I'm saying that right, which I think I am. Hang on. Yeah, this record, man. It's funny. This is like the Rocks Underground one that no one seemed to care about. And I snoozed on it too, man. Scott turned me on to this. He was like, dude, but this has a weird vibe. Yeah, I'd put it on, man, but I can't take off Drakkar. But this one has like a weird vibe. It's sort of like has like a rock and roll vibe, but it still like feels like metal, you know what I mean? It's kind of it's like street punk only metal. I mean, it's really kind of fantastic. So yeah, one Row Vision. In fact, I haven't played this in a while. I'm gonna leave it out so I can listen to it again. I like the vocals too, man. Yeah, just see what else they got over here, man. A couple more foreigners. Yeah, some stuff that I showed last time. I grabbed this recently. I haven't even cracked it yet, though. You know something, though? I love Alice Coltrane. And I haven't been listening to much jazz lately. But when I have been, it's Alice Coltrane. I don't know. Sometimes like there'll be a single act that like will jump out at you. So, yeah, there you go, man. Fucking buy up the copies that Monroe Vision. It's ridiculous those are still around. I mean, they only pressed, 150 of those? So, yeah, I snoozed on it too, so I'm not going to, like, fault you for it, but now you know. I think Barren Cross is okay. I'm not, like, a huge fan. Actually, do I have the LP? I think I do. I know I have that first EP. Barren Cross is okay, but listen to these vocals, man. Yeah, there we go, man. And that one. I like Messiah Prophet more than these guys, though, I think. Which is funny because I think they're kind of cornier. But actually, the songs are better, So, yeah, Underground Series shit's gone. I snoozed on the Saint one. I kind of wish I hadn't. That's the way it goes, though. I'll get it someday, or I won't. I'll live. It's okay. Which reminds me, I think I have a copy of Time's End that I filed away. Okay, whatever, man. I'm just thinking. I'm starting to space out, in fact. So, yeah, I appreciate everyone coming on, but I don't want to make this like a super long, like marathon fucking session because I do have to get up for work and shit. So, the second Barren Cross album, is that the one you're talking about, Fraser? So I'm surprised to hear that because there was a time when that thing was everywhere. Like you saw that one more than that Rock for the King one. I'm surprised. Wow, I think you'd be able to come across that. Something I almost said I'm sure you can send away for it, but something like that I would want to find in the wild on principle. So if you don't want to do that, I understand, So, all right, well, listen, I think I'm going to hang it up. So I'll do this again sometime soon, though, because I've been making a lot of videos. Yeah, after those couple fiascos, it really kind of took the wind out of my sails for a couple weeks, honestly, with when I was making those videos and the fucking thing where you get all fucked up. Like, you saw, like, where's the one you really saw it in? I think it was the last video that I made that Spencer didn't film or something. Anyway, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all soon. I really appreciate y'all coming and joining in and give me some tips. I was thinking about doing a live 5 random records, actually. If y'all think that might be fun. I kind of mean to do that, and then I never actually do it. But it seems like, especially because I don't have a 21-sided die now, like y'all could just fucking give me a thing and I'll pull something out. But see if you can stump me. It happens a lot. Awesome. All right, I have Scott's seal of approval, man. That goes a long way. All right, cool. Take care, everyone. Thanks a lot. I'm going to hang it up. We'll do that next time. God, how do I turn this off?